Hello, and thanks for joining us for this edition of the Newsfeed. I'm Paula Gomez. The big event is a student day of service to the local community. It is one of the largest service events to the community service projects in different locations to serve the locals. Here's more information about the big event benefiting the NRV locals. The big event is run by the university, students, faculty, and staff to provide community service to those who need it in the NRV area. It is the second largest event and it happens every spring. Thousands of people at Virginia Tech meet at the drill field to register, get a t-shirt, and then take on a project.
I notice that many locals look forward to it. They devise their lists of their honey-do lists long in advance. And so it has become a fixture in the community, something that is important to many people, especially people who are infirm or elderly. That's especially helpful.
The big event has around 1,200 events that people can take on. This event was created in 2002 based off Virginia Tech's motto that I may serve. This event is specifically to serve the local community around Blacksburg. This event was also sponsored by local businesses all over the years and has been taking on bigger companies that also sponsors.
I know personally, like my neighborhood, the Greeks Giving Back kids have come every year since I was little. We used to get our mulch done by them. Now we don't. My mom lets like our more elderly or in need neighbors all like kind of volunteer for the sign up spots, but they come by every year, and so I just know when I hear about how much of a big help they are and how old alums and just Blacksburg locals love to interact and see the kids.
The big event will be held this Saturday, April 6th at 9 a.m. The fundraising committee is accepting donations to make this event happen and provide volunteers with things that they need. The past 3 years have seen a sharp increase in banned books across the United States. Various state law and school district regulations keep many books covering modern or traffic topics off school library shelves. Newsfeed reporter Tucker Oakley tells us more about this impact on this story.
The 2023 report from the American Library Association revealed that the number of books challenged for bans more than doubled from 2022, totaling at 4,240 different titles. These titles are only part of a stream of book banning campaigns in the country, many of which aren't covered by the news. Many banned titles cover topics such as racial discrimination, LGBTQ+ identity, and political discussion, several of which are based around lived experiences of the author. These range from All Boys Aren't Blue, To Kill a Mockingbird, and even Captain Underpants. While many of these books tackle heavy and uncomfortable topics, hiding that information from students can impact their knowledge and critical thinking about said subjects. However, not all districts are under the same duress. The Montgomery Floyd Regional Libraries, as with many other public institutions, includes a variety of opinions through their books. Public libraries serve as independent agencies of state government and deal with reconsiderations more focused on misinformation rather than obscene topics. Kareem Khan, director of the Montgomery Floyd Regional Libraries, elaborates on the process for reconsideration.
And the decision could be this book needs to be removed from the collection, or the decision could be this book might need to be moved from, say, the little children's collection, the easy collection, to the older children's collection, or maybe from children's to teen, or maybe from teen to adult.
Reporting for the Newsfeed, I'm Tucker Oakley.
The Montgomery Animal Shelter located in Christiansburg at 480 Cinnabar Road had a record-breaking number of adoptions last year, with over 1,000 animals being relocated into loving homes. You can certainly say it was a successful year. The Montgomery Animal Shelter was opened in April 2017. Since the opening, over 5,000 animals have been adopted and placed into new and loving homes. The shelter offers cats, dogs for adoption with a wide range of breeds, sizes, and ages. The shelter has already had 238 adoptions this year and is expecting to have another record-breaking this year. Aileen Mahan, director of the Montgomery Animal Shelter, says, contrary to what most believe, being located close to 3 colleges has been extremely helpful to the shelter.
We see a lot of students here, and they're amazing. The students, they not only are a majority of our volunteer base, so they help us day to day with almost everything we do, but they also are a large part of our adoption.
Aileen says the process of adoption is simple and easy at the Montgomery shelter. They even offer a low adoption fee so everyone looking to adopt is capable. With events hosted nearly every month, their shelter is able to promote these animals in need of a home and spread awareness to adopt instead of shop. With kitten season coming up, the shelter is hosting an annual Hurricane an event to showcase all their cats available for adoption. Just ahead on the newsfeed, how Virginia Tech athletes are responding to the new ban on electric scooters. And how War Memorial is expanding its staff to prepare for the reopening.
There is a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
Welcome back to the newsfeed. I'm Paula Gomez. Virginia Tech's electric vehicles policy is now affecting its students, especially athletes. Policy 5005 prohibits e-scooters and other transportation devices powered by lithium-ion batteries from being stored or charged in campus buildings. The 2009 policy was updated in 2020, but just started being enforced last month. Now, there are electric scooters left outside dorms, many of which are dead and no longer in use. While some athletic teams were gifted e-scooters to help make their busy schedules easier, the athletes living on campus now have to adjust. Samantha Tepes, a freshman on the tennis team, says her life has been made more difficult without the scooters.
Like, our schedules are insane, so having the scooter really helped time manage, and now adding 30-25 minutes just to walk to class or from class to practice is just super hard now.
Tepes hopes the school will find a solution so that athletes like her can still use e-scooters throughout the day. She suggests Virginia Tech setting up charging stations outside for the scooters. War Memorial Gymnasium on Virginia Tech's campus has been in the process of expansion for quite some time. With this expansion comes the need for more people to manage the daily operations in the facility once it reopens. The news reporter Madison Cho joins us live with more details. Madison?
McComas Hall at Virginia Tech is currently undergoing an expansion to accommodate the growth of War Memorial Gymnasium. With construction spanning nearly 4 years, anticipation brews regarding the forthcoming changes. Efforts to obtain more staff were evident during the recent recreational sports job fair held on March 20th. Amidst the excitement, students eagerly anticipate the new recreational opportunities this expansion will bring. It is posts who significantly enrich campus life, fostering a lively community. Marissa Dang, representing Virginia Tech Recreational Sports, provides insight of this expansion on intramural sports and staffing needs.
Memorial is just going to really expand the staff from an intramurals perspective. We're going to add more sports. So before we didn't have an inner tube water polo league, but now that War is having another pool added to it, there's going to be more supervisors and more officials and more scorekeepers needed.
This expansion will bring exciting opportunities for both recreation and employment It will contribute to a dynamic and vibrant campus community. It's clear that the expansion of War Memorial Gymnasium at Virginia Tech is not only enhancing recreational opportunities, it's also shaping the campus community for years to come, demonstrating the university's commitment to holistic student experiences. This is Madison Cho reporting for the newsfeed.
For a dining hall that was built in 1938, Owens has seen its fair share of changes over the years. However, it is beginning to lag in presentation compared to the many other dining halls that have either recently been built or remodeled. Newsfeed reporter Jonah Saki tells us more.
Owens Dining Hall has seen many changes over the years, but it still suffers from a few issues, such as the building having a closed-off feel with a lack of windows, making the building less inviting.
Especially even between like the Dunkin' side and then Chick-fil-A. Like that's even on the same side, and it still feels like very closed off. It's not very open compared to like Turner and Dietrich's.
Another issue comes with the two sides of the building being split, making it impossible for students to move freely between the Hokie Grill and food court ends of the building.
Yeah, especially if like you have like friends that are eating on one side and then you want to go grab something else, you have to walk all the way out and around instead of just like cutting through the building.
Plans are being discussed to fix these issues, but the time it would take to work on the building would come at an extra cost.
Dining Services could shut down Owens Food Court to address some of its long-standing issues and remodel the interior, but that would come at a cost of higher dining service prices due to the fact that Owens is one of the highest earners on the revenue scale.
Owens is a major business that would largely affect campus flow if it were to be shut down.
The number one facility we actually operate, to take that offline, we'd have to have a major plan how to feed students while Owens is down for a 2 to 4 year process.
Despite these issues, Owens is still expected to undergo many upgrades, including a major seating remodeling expected to be completed in the next 5 to 10 years.
You know, new furniture, different styles of furniture in the space, you know, those raised areas, we keep them raised areas, we put some booth seatings in there.
Reporting for the newsfeed, I'm Jonah Sacchi.
That will wrap up this edition of the newsfeed. If you have a story idea for the newsfeed, let us know. Send us an email at thenewsfeednrv@gmail.com, or you can connect with the newsfeed on our socials. Thank you for watching. I'm Paula Gomez.